Today's horoscope, Virgo January 31st, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Uranus turns direct today, benefiting your work and health initiatives, and today's Sun-Jupiter trine promotes good feelings and optimism. You might solve work or mechanical issues, which can be a fantastic relief. With this positive energy in your corner, you could resolve to focus on making improvements. Aim to enjoy the benefits of cooperation. You are quick to forgive and possibly even forget, and you benefit from an active, open, and generous spirit that's building. Fortunately, others seem to recognize your efforts, talents, or leadership ability, seeing you in an especially positive light. This can also be a time when you're particularly inspired by a work or health pursuit, project, or lifestyle adjustment. There can be a project, plan, or goal from your past that you're excited about reviving. A 5-star day of sweet blessings from the heavens above is here for you, promising that euphoric energy will overtake your mind, body, and soul. As the mighty sun, tied to our life force, soars happily through the sky, he will link to glorious Jupiter. This will make it one of the luckiest days of the entire year, so it is the perfect time to plan something memorable with your one and only. If single, consider updating your dating profiles and relaunching them, as well as reaching out to set up actual meetings with people at this time. Regardless of whether they end up being soulmates, it will likely be a joyous time. It is time to be redirected. You might find yourself on an entirely different professional journey, since Uranus will station direct in Taurus. The last few months have helped you determine which road you want to take. As Uranus stations direct, you are encouraged to get out of your comfort zone. It is time to do something unusual, liberating, and progressive to advance in your professional journey. Making these changes will help you straighten out your work life and career path, since the Sun in Aquarius will also trine Jupiter retrograde in Gemini today. Today's favorable aspect is like having lunch with your mother and a favorite aunt, or your father and a favorite uncle. You feel special, loved and content in knowing that things will work out for the best. This is a wonderful transit for working on projects at home, organizing your desk at work, or shopping for necessary items. You feel practical yet excited at the same time. Don't let this wonderful transit escape you. Increase your sensitivity to this energy through exercise. The essence of this day can really help you to find creative ways to manage your time. If you find that you are spending much more time working than you'd like, put your mind to the task of time management today. You may well be able to schedule things differently so that you can take more time at home. A shift in your daily routine may be all that's needed to free up an hour or two. Until the moon leaves your work sector tomorrow, aligned with the Sun to create the first new moon of 2025, this is helping to sweep things forward. At the same time, the moon's friendly aspect to Jupiter, now in his final 5 days in retrograde motion in your career sector and with the Sun set to move into the same aspect over the coming days, is helping to combine the two. As well as aligning untapped professional potential with the green light that work and job matters are now getting. Once Jupiter turns direct next week, career potential will have already hitched itself to the wave, moving things forward on the job front. In between the moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday and its return to your relationship sector tomorrow, life hasn't just taken a busier turn but a friendly aspect between Venus and Juno, the planet of love and the queen of commitment, already has the focus on your relationship. With the conditions only set to get better on the communication and relationship fronts over the coming days, holding on to the spirit of romance is just as important. Daily Planetary Overview. Immense changes may unfold as Uranus stations direct in Taurus today, bringing a wave of unpredictability and transformation. The past few months have been a time of deep reflection, where you've processed emotions, re-evaluated priorities, and perhaps even reconsidered aspects of your life you once took for granted. Now, as Uranus moves forward, you might notice a sudden shift. Something you've internalized could unexpectedly surface in ways you hadn't anticipated. You may find yourself saying or doing something that feels out of character, or reacting to situations in a way that surprises even you. This cosmic turbulence can shake things up, but rather than resisting it, embrace the unpredictability. Have you ever experienced a moment where everything changed in an instant, and though it was unexpected, it ultimately led you somewhere better? That's the kind of energy at play right now. Be kind to yourself as you navigate these shifts. Change, especially when it arrives suddenly, can feel overwhelming. You might be more engaged in conversations than usual, feeling the urge to express your thoughts and ideas. However, in your enthusiasm, you could unintentionally dominate discussions, speaking over others without realizing it. This isn't done with malice, but rather out of eagerness to share what's on your mind. Taking a step back and listening to others will not only strengthen your relationships but also help you gain valuable insight. Have you ever had a moment where simply hearing someone else's perspective completely changed the way you saw a situation? By practicing mindful communication, you allow space for mutual understanding and meaningful exchanges. There may also be an internal push and pull between what you want to achieve and the limitations you face in making those dreams a reality. You may feel a strong desire to break through barriers, to push past restrictions and prove that nothing can hold you back. While ambition and drive are essential, forcing things prematurely could lead to frustration or even setbacks. If you feel like you're hitting a wall, rather than exhausting yourself trying to break through it, consider stepping back and reassessing your approach. Have you ever worked tirelessly towards something, only to realize later that waiting for the right timing would have made all the difference? Patience and adaptability will serve you well right now. This also isn't the best time to make impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to commitments or agreements. If an opportunity presents itself, whether in business, relationships, or personal endeavors, take a moment to evaluate it thoroughly before jumping in. Sometimes, in the heat of the moment, excitement can cloud judgment. You might find yourself drawn to an enticing offer or an exciting new prospect, but if something feels off or rushed, trust your instincts. If things don't go exactly as planned, don't take it as a loss. Every experience, whether successful or not, carries a lesson that will guide you in the future. Financially, this is a time for caution. Unforeseen events could disrupt your plans, making it wise to hold on to your resources rather than making big purchases or investments. If you've been considering a major financial move, it may be best to wait until things stabilize. Have you ever acted on impulse with money, only to regret it later? By exercising patience and careful planning, you give yourself the flexibility to adapt when unexpected expenses or opportunities arise. Not all advice you receive will be sound, so trust your intuition and only follow guidance that truly resonates with you. On a practical level, this period calls for self-care. The demands of daily life can be exhausting, and right now, your body and mind need both activity and rest to maintain equilibrium. Prioritizing movement, proper nutrition, and moments of stillness will help you navigate this energy with clarity and resilience. Have you ever noticed how different your perspective feels after a good night's sleep or a nourishing meal? These small, mindful choices add up, creating a strong foundation for everything else you're working toward. Above all, this moment is about embracing change without fear. Life is unfolding in ways you may not have expected, but within this unpredictability lies immense potential. What's one area of your life where you're ready to welcome a shift? Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. The universe is guiding you toward growth, and as long as you remain open and adaptable, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.